Are you ready? Are you ready?
right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Vulcan Field for another edition of Haysville Aviator Baseball. I'm Tom. We're going to bring you this night between your Haysville and the Dorado Broncos. The Aviators come in with a record of 5-6. Broncos come in with a record of 4-7. On the mound for Haysville, Ren Petty, number 32, right-hander. Out of Dallas Baptist University, grew up in Little Elm, Texas. Beautiful night at the ballpark here in Haysville. Weather, we have wind blowing out to the left field, about 10 miles an hour. Temperature in the mid-90s. Beautiful night for baseball. Still time to get out here if you're wanting to catch a little bit of aviator baseball. Appreciate the VFW post number 6957 and Kevin Wire for presenting the colors today. They always do a great job. Let's go to some lineups now. First, for your El Dorado Broncos, leading off, number 3, the designated hitter, Mike Leali. Number 9, your shortstop, Grant Ware. Number 10, Tyler Sutherland will be your left fielder. Slayton Vaughn, number 40, your third baseman. Tony Colsing, number 1, your first baseman. And we'll get to the rest of the lineups shortly. Leading off for the Broncos, number 3, Mike Leal, the designated hitter. And the 1 from Petty. Pitch low, ball 1. 1-0. Pitch number 2 in the dirt to the backstop. Ball 2, 2-0. And the 2-0's in there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Leo hitting .317 on the season. Scored 7 runs. And the 2-1's in there, swung on. Brings the count to 2-2. And here's the 2-2. Swung on, grounded up the middle for a base hit. Leal starts the game with a base hit. Brings up the shortstop. Number 9, Grant Ware from Butler Community College. Petty working out of the stretch. And the pitch. Squares to bunt. Bunts back to the pitcher. The only play is to first base. Moves the runner over to second. Good sacrifice for Ware. 1 out. Runner at second. Okay, this brings up number 10, Tyler Sutherland, left fielder. Hitting .315. Pretty much an everyday player. And the pitch. Low, ball 1. having a hard time getting ahead in the count. It's going to be critical tonight. And the 1-0 stretch checks a runner at second. And a pitch. Swing. Foul ball down the left field line, out of play, brings count 1-1. Great night for baseball out here. Gentle breeze blowing out. And the 1-1. And a swing. Ball out on the right side. Brings the count to 1-2. And he gets a sign, a stretch, checks the runner. Ball outside, 2-2. Two and two on Sutherland. Swing, base hit to left. Runner around third. Ball is bobbled in left field, and a run will score. Brings the Broncos to 1-0. A base hit for Sutherland. Brings up the third baseman, Slayton Vaughn, number 40. Leading the team in average, .419. Great on-base percentage, around 500. Big feller. Ball high, 1-0. Big strapping looking kid. Hits with a lot of power. The runner's off, pitch is high, and down to second, and he's out. And caught stealing, that's Tyler Sutherland caught stealing. That would be a 1-4 caught stealing. And that's 2 outs. And a 2-0. Swung, foul down the left-hand side. Be 2-1. And the 2-1's in there for a strike. Evens the count, 2-2. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Vulcan Field. Aviators versus the Broncos. Game number 3, 3-game series. And the 2-2 is fouled, and the count will remain 2-2. Good break on that last pitch. Had him out front a little bit. We'll see what he brings with 2-2. And a 2-2. Ball outside, full now. And the 3 3-2 is fouled again. Well, we've got the grounds crew down here trying to do something. I'm not quite sure what's shaking. Okay, here's the 3-2. Swing. Popped him up. And the catcher records out number 3. At the end of 1/2 inning from Haysville, Dorado 1, Haysville coming to bat. Field for Aviator baseball. Aviators come up in the bottom of the first, leading off. Number 23, Evan Benjamin. Your center fielder today, hitting .294 on the season, out of Sam Houston State University in Houston. And the pitch. Ball is swung on, driven to center. Center fielder's under it for out number 1. Ball was well hit. Looked to be on time. Brings up number 15, Austin Townsend. Out of Northwestern State. And the pitch swung on through the hole on the right side. Diving second baseman can't make the play, so Townsend's on with a single. This brings up Hunter Sutherland, the designated hitter. Sutherland also out of Sam Houston State University. And the pitch swung on, fouled off to the left. 1-0. Hunter hitting 242 on the season. And here's the 0-1. And it's in there for a strike. Counts even at 1-1. Kemp gets a sign, stretch, pitch is in the dirt. Runner can advance. And a 1-2 is coming, checking the runner. And a throw to first. Townsend's back easily. Townsend will run a little on you. Good speed. And a pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. That's 2 down. Bonnie, right fielder out of Dallas Baptist. And the runner's off. And Townsend's in with a stolen base easily. Townsend got a great jump on that. Pretty much got that one off the pitcher. Boney's still looking for his first base hit of the season. Has a good chance to tie it up right here with 2 out here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch is high. 2-0. 2 down in the bottom of the first. El Dorado up 1-0. Swing. Grounded to short. Shortstop's up with it to first in time for out number 3. And the Aviators strand 1. And after 1, we are up 1-0, El Dorado. All right, we're back to Vulcan Field for Aviator at the top of the second. Broncos leading 1-0. Leading it off for the Broncos will be Tony Colsing, number 1, third baseman. And here's the pitch. In there for strike 1. Colsing hitting .229 on the season. Just a little over 300 on the on-base percentage. And the check to first base did not go around, so that brings the count to 1-1. And here's the 1-1. Swung on, it's fouled off up to the left-hand side. Giovanni giving chase, and it's in the seats. So that'll bring the count to 1-2. Be good to get this leadoff hitter, keep them off the bases. And the 1-2. Swung on, grounded to third. Garbella giving chase, gets it foul. So we'll try it again. Count holds 1-2. Nobody out. Top of the second. Calling balls and strike tonight is Russ Kessler, and on the bases, Brent Meyer. Very veteran crew. And a 1-2 is swung on, and that's strike 3. So Colsing strikes out to begin the inning. Out number 1. And that brings up Anders Green, number 15. Second baseman. And the pitch. Swung on to left field. Kennedy's under it and has it for out number 2. It's a very efficient inning for Petty. That's 2 quick outs on 5 pitches. Exactly what he needs to do to go the distance tonight. This brings up Maxey, the catcher, hitting .294 on the season. Takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-1. 2 outs, top of the second here, Vulcan Field. And that'll be strike 2, so he's way ahead. 0-2. And your 0-2 pitch. Low. Ball 1. Seeing if Maxey might chase that one. Being ahead in the count and all. It's a good idea. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and ground foul down the left-hand side. Count remains 1-2. Petty's done a good job getting ahead of hitters this inning. Very efficient. And the 1-2 is wide. Ball 2. Here comes the 2-2. I'm not sure he wants to go any further than this, but we will see. And the pitch. Swung on to shortstop, and it appears to be booted by the shortstop, so that will be an E6. Two down here in the second. Brings to the plate Phil Jacobson, number 11, right fielder, South Dakota State product. Hitting .143 on the season. And Petty's out of the stretch. Ball outside. 1-0. Still time to make it out to the ballpark today. Still early in the game. If you're in the area, come on out. Check us out. Here comes the 1-0. Just a bit inside, 2-0. He's going to have to right the ship on this one. Get back ahead. Really don't want to get behind a 143 hitter like that. And a check of the runner. And a pitch. Taken for a strike. 2-1. It's a good spot on that pitch on the outside corner, low. Here's the 2-1. Outside makes it 3-1. Been missing outside this last hitter quite a bit. Jackson batting in the 8-hole tonight. Really need to get these guys down 7, 8, and 9. Alright, 3-1. Here's a pitch. Swung on. Center field for the out. So no damage is done. The inning 1.5, 1-0 El Dorado.
Are you ready?
Alright, we're back at Vulcan Field for Aviator Baseball. We're going to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Aviators, number 4, third baseman Giovanni Garbella. Giovanni from Valparaiso, Indiana. And the pitch. Swung on. And it's in for a base hit down the right field line. So a good leadoff hit for Garbella. Brings up Ryan Smoot. Smoot, the catcher, out of Virginia Military Academy. Hitting .355 on the season. And we'll see how El Dorado does out of the stretch. The man on. And the pitch, ball, low. Garbella's always a threat to steal. Good speed. And the pitch, swung on, foul straight back. Brings the count to 1-1. see if keep him a little honest there. 1-1 on Smoot. Bottom of the second. 1-0 Broncos. And the pitch. Swung on over the first baseman's head. And Garbella will make it all the way over to third. Good piece of hitting going the other way by Smoot. Well, the Aviators are threatening here in the second. That brings up Konwinski. Troy Konwinski, number 1. It's the first baseman. Konwinski hitting .267. Limited action this summer. And the count holds 1-1. And the 1-1's taken low. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike on Konwinski. Question is, will they send Smoot? And the pitch. 2-1 outside brings the count to 3-1. Konwinski can afford to look for a spot at this point. Look for something to drive. And a 3-1. Swung on, popped up in the infield. Second baseman housed it for out number 1. Okay, with 1 out here in the second, that brings up number 12, Chad Kennedy. Kennedy back in the lineup this evening. Out of Seward County Community College. 3 great seasons there, and has just signed to play with Oklahoma Christian in Edmond. So he's very excited about that. And the pitch. Foul straight back, fastball. 0-1. Kennedy has a couple of home runs on the young season. Hitting .344. And the 0-1. And the throw to first. Smoot back easily. Broncos kind of in a jam at this point. And the 0-1. High, Smoot goes. And he's caught in a rundown and tagged out, and Garbella is unable to score, so that'll be caught stealing for the second out of the inning. And the count holds 1-1 on Kennedy. Garbella still in scoring position on third base. Don't know whether they were trying to get him in a rundown long enough for Garbella to score. Not sure at this point. And the pitch. Swung on, grounded to third. Over to first for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We go to the third. All right, we're back live. Haysville, Kansas, Vulcan Field, Aviator Baseball. Going to the top of the third. El Dorado up 1-0. 9-hole hitter, number 22, Tyler Webb, center fielder, will lead it off. And the first pitch is in there for a breaking ball strike, 0-1. Webb hitting 182 on the young season. And the 0-1. Ball low, 1-1. Webb attempts to bunt, misses. Brings the count to 1-2. And the pitch. Ball high, 2-2. Very important that we take care of this 9-hole hitter, especially the leadoff guy. Don't want any free ones. And the wind and 2-2. Swung to third baseman. Garbella's up with it. Over to first. In time for out number 1. One out in the third. Aviators get the leadoff guy and a ground out. And we go to the top of the order. The designated hitter, Mike Liao. Base hit his first time up. And he takes strike 1 right down the middle. One out here in the third. And the 0-1. Just missed on the outside corner. 1-1. Trying to spot up there on the outside corner. Looked like a pretty good spot. And the 1-1 is in the dirt, so that makes 2-1. And the pitch swung on down the left side. Looks like it's going to be foul. Brings the count to 2-2. Liao was a little tardy on that one. Liao hitting about .314 at the time. Looks like he's been a regular in the lineup the entire season. 43 plate appearances. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled. Count holds 2-2. And the pitch is swung on and driven to center. Center fielder's under it for out number 2. Two outs here in the third. Brings up Ware. Shortstop. Ware grounded out to the pitcher last time. Sacrifice bunt. Takes ball 1 high. And the pitch is swung on. Driven to right field. Under it for out number 3. And we go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 El Dorado. Alrighty, we're back. Haysville, Kansas, bottom of the third here, Aviators versus Broncos. 1-0 Broncos, leading it off for Haysville. From Triton College, number 19, Neil Lambert. Lambert hitting .200 on the season. Lambert playing shortstop tonight. Bats from the left side. And the pitch. It's in there for strike one. 0-1 on the inner half. And the 0-1. In there for an off-speed pitch. Strike two. Called strike. And the 0-2 is high and away. 1-2. And the 1-2 is low in the dirt. Tried to get him to chase something. Nothing doing. Brings the count to 2-2. Lambert may not be hitting very high for average, but he's got very good plate discipline. And here's the 2-2. Low. Brings the count to full. I think the Broncos wanted that one. And the 3-2 is foul straight back. And we'll do it again. And the 3-2 pitch is high and away, going to walk him. It's a good example of that plate discipline that Lambert has. That brings up the leadoff man, Evian Benjamin, center fielder. 294 on the season. Let's see what they do with speed on the bases here. Very speedy combo here with Benjamin and Lambert. Takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1 is swung on low. That'd be 0-2. Not a pitch that Benjamin usually swings at. Nonetheless, we're 0-2. Will we send Lambert? That'd be a good time to start the runners, maybe. And he's off with the pitch. Ball is swung on. And line to left field. And Lambert is doubled off at first base. Lambert was off with the pitch, had a great jump, and was unable to make it back. So that would be a fly out and a 7-3 put out. This brings up Townsend. Townsend takes the first pitch for a called strike. 0-1. As the 0-1 is low in the dirt. Tried to get him to chase, nothing doing. Townsend hitting .241. Townsend can also pitch a little. He's made at least 2 appearances this young season. Very versatile player. A very good career, 4-year letterman in college. And a 2-1 is in there, 2-2. And here's the 2-2. Swung on, strike 3, and that'll do it. In the bottom of the third, no runs, 1 hit, and still 1-0 Broncos. All right, we're back to Haysville Vulcan Field for Aviator Baseball. Going to the fourth, El Dorado up 1-0 over the good guys. Tyler Sutherland's going to lead it off, hitting 167. And a pitch. Low for ball 1. One is lined down the first base line fair, just past the diving first baseman. Sutherland's on there with a leadoff single. This brings up Vaughn, third baseman. 0 for 1 on the night, flew out. First inning to the catcher. And the set and pitch is taken for a ball high. Sutherland takes his lead. Stretch, and over to first he goes, trying to keep Sutherland close. Top of the fourth inning, Broncos up 1-0 over the Aviators. And here's the 1-0. Swung on and fouled down the right or left side, brings the count to 1-1. Sutherland's got a pretty decent lead over there. Looks like he's thinking about going. Here's the 1-1. Ball is swung on in the dirt. 1-2. Good pitch, great action on that ball. There's nothing he was going to do with it, that's for sure. And the 1-2. Swung on down the left-hand side, foul. And the count holds 1-2. Nobody out in the fourth. Runner on first. 1 and 2. Grounded foul down the left-hand side again. And we'll bring him back and try it again. Not sure if Sutherland was going on that pitch, but he had a really good secondary lead. Might not be a bad time to send him. Well, the Broncos thinking about running. And the 1-2. Swung on, strike 3. Ball in the dirt. There's Vaughn's very vulnerable down there. Good piece of pitching there. 1 out in the fourth. Brings up Colsing. Colsing playing third base tonight, hitting 143. 1 out in the fourth. Throw to first, back in time. Sutherland got on with a leadoff single. Runners going. Ball is bunted to the first base side. Nobody can get it. So it's going to be an infield hit for Colsing. Moves Sutherland to second. Brings up Hunter Green. Broncos have runners at first and second. Brings up Anders Green, second baseman. And the pitch, low in the dirt, ball 1. Green hitting 286. Has only had 7 so far yet this season. It is early. We are in the second week of June. So we'll see those plate appearances come up as we go. Runners first and second. 1-0 and the pitch. 2-0 outside. Not a situation the Aviators would like to get in at this time. Need to stop the bleeding right here. Here's the 2-0. Ball is high, makes it 3-0. Aviators cannot afford to load them up at this point. Let's see if Petty can work back and get back on the right side of the count here. And the 3-0. Up and away, that's ball 4. That's going to load them up. Bases loaded, 1 out. Broncos send to the plate Maxey. Maxey got on with an error for the shortstop last inning. And the pitch, swung on. Ball drops into center field. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. And Maxey on with a base hit to left field. Sutherland and Colsinger will score. That brings the score to 3-0 Broncos. 1 out, first and second, here in the top of the fourth. Brings up the right fielder Jacobson. Flew out to center last time. Still waiting on that first hit, and appears to get it. Ball is driven up the middle. And we'll drive in 1 run. And a throw from center field to third base gets Maxey for out number 2. And that brings up Webb, number 22. Score now 4-0 Broncos. And the pitch. Grounded to third. Backhanded by Garbella, but it was foul. Had him played over there. Great backhand by Garbella. Glad to see Petty getting ahead in the count. Try to strand this last runner and stop the bleeding here in the 4th. And the 0-1 is in there for a strike. 0-2. Great off-speed pitch there. And the 0-2 is in the dirt. Trying to get him to chase, nothing doing. Aviators down 4-0, top of the 4th. 2 outs here. Runner in scoring position. And the 0-2 is fouled down the left-hand side. And we'll try it again. Webb still with no average yet this season. Still looking for that first hit. And swung on and fouled down the left-hand side once again. And we'll reset. And a 1-2. Swung on. Line drive down the left-hand side. Foul. Just foul. So we're going to bring him back and try it again. Smoot out to talk to Petty. Got a runner on second, making sure they're on the same page with the signs. And here we go with the 1-2. Ball low. Appeal? No, did not go. Brings the count to 2-2. Looked like he held up from here, but the Aviators checking just to make sure. 2-2. Petty with the sign. And the pitch. On the dirt, swung on. Gobbled up, thrown to first base, and that'll do it. Two runs on 2 hits, 4-0 Broncos. Alright, we're back to Vulcan Field. Bottom of fourth, Aviator baseball. Broncos leading 4-0 in the bottom of the fourth. Aviators need to get something going. Aviator's going to lead it off with Hunter Sutherland, designated hitter. Hitting .242. Ball is swung on, driven to center. Center fielder's going back. Appears to be under it. Makes the catch for out number one. This brings up Bonnie. Grounded into a double play on his first at bat. Folks, we're in the bottom fourth here at Vulcan Field. Aviators down 4-0 to the Broncos. One out and the pitch. Bonnie takes low for a ball. Bonnie playing right tonight. Swung on, driven to right center. Nobody's going to get it. Bonnie's on his horse, going to make it to second easily standing up. So that's a stand-up double for Trent Bonnie.
Up next, number 4, Giovanni Garbella.
Brings up the third baseman, Giovanni Garbella. Base hit last at bat. Garbella hitting .321 on the season. One out here in the bottom of the fourth. Garbella takes the first pitch for a ball. 1-0. Bonnie taking his lead to second. Pitcher's checking him. And the pitch. Pitch gets away from the catcher. Looks to be a passed ball. And Bonnie's going to move up to third. So the Aviators have something going here in the fourth. Got a chance to get at least one of those runs back with Bonnie on third base with one out. Looking for Garbella just to get something to the right side or in the air of the outfield, and that is going to do it. And that ball is way out of here. Garbella with a 2-run home run. That's going to bring the score to 4-2 Broncos. Great swing for Garbella. Jumped on a leadoff fastball and drove it out of here to left field. That brings up Smoot. Ryan catching today. One out here in the bottom of the fourth. Aviators pulled to within 2. Smoot swings through one. That's 0-1. Smoot having a great year, hitting .355 a couple weeks into the season. And the pitch way out ahead of a off-speed pitch, 1-2. And here's a 1-2, swung on and fouled. Try it again. And Cruz winds. And the 1-2. Call third strike, fastball down around the knees. That'll be out number 2. Smoot goes down looking, out number 2. Brings up Konwinski. Konwinski popped up in the first. And the pitch. Ball is high. Troy playing first base tonight, hitting .267 on the season. Comes up on the left side. And it's in there for a call strike. That evens the count to 1-1. And the pitch. Swung on low, off-speed pitch. Makes the count 1-2. Good looking breaking pitch there from Cruz. And the pitch. Ball low in the dirt. 2-2. And a 2-2. Outside, ball 3. Looking to hit a spot and didn't get it. And the 3-2 is fouled. Appeared to be foul. Umpire saying that he didn't hear anything, so catcher throws to first for the out. Broncos are leaving the field. Aviators not sure. It appears that they have discussed it, and it was foul. I thought I heard it all the way over here. Sometimes I hear things. So let's bring it back in full count. Now the Bronco manager is coming out to discuss it with the home plate umpire. Walks away, seems to be somewhat satisfied, as satisfied as you could possibly get in this situation. So here we are, full count. We're going to try it again. And the wind. Here's the pitch. That's strike 3. Call strike 3 on the inner half, and that'll do it. The Aviators get 2. Brings the score to 4-2 after 4. All right, we're back. Going to the top of the 5th, Vulcan Field, Haysville Aviator baseball. Score now 4-2. Broncos going to the top of the 5th. Top of the order, Mike Liao. He's had a base hit and fly to center already in 2 previous at bats. And the pitch. It's outside for ball 1. And the pitch from Petty is popped up on the third base side. Garbella giving chase and makes a fantastic over-the-shoulder grab for out number 1. Great catch by Garbella. Great speed, great hands. Brings up Grant Ware. Takes first pitch in there for a strike. 0 for 2 tonight. A sack bunt and flew out to center. He grounds to the left side. Garbella grabs it over to first, number 2. Very efficient for Petty. That's exactly what he needed to do after that big last inning. So down tonight. Brings up Tyler Sutherland. And the pitch. Swung on and driven to right field. Falls in for a base hit. Trying to stretch it to 2. And will do so. So Sutherland into second base with a double. 2 outs. That brings up Vaughn. Coaches don't mind you giving out those 2 out hits. So hopefully we can leave him out there. Slayton Vaughn 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Playing first base tonight. Hitting around 400. Ball is driven to left field for a base hit. So that brings the score to 5-3. Here's Colsing. And the pitch. Ball 1 in the dirt. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a base hit. And the 1-0. Swung on and fouled straight back. That makes the count even, 1-1. Not sure Vaughn is a threat to run, but they are going to hold him close. And the 1-1. Swung on. Center fielder is under it and makes a grab for out number 3. Broncos get 1, score 5-2 after 4.5. Alright, we're back live in Haysville for Aviator Baseball. We're going to the bottom of the fifth. Haysville trailing the Broncos 5-2. Going to lead it off with Chad Kennedy, number 12, left fielder. Kennedy grounded it out last time, and here's the pitch. Swung on and foul straight back. 0-1. Kennedy having a great season so far. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, driven up the middle for a base hit. Stayed back on that one real well and drove it straight up the box. Good piece of hitting there. That'll bring up Lambert. Kennedy is a threat to run, so we'll see how they play it here. Lambert playing shortstop tonight, hitting even 200. And the pitch. Taken low for ball. Lambert walked last time up, worked the count to full, had a great at-bat. And the pitch, swung on. Looks like it's going to fall into left field for a base hit, so that's back-to-back hits for the Aviators. So that's the 8-9 hole hitters doing a job. Brings up the top of the order, Benjamin, center fielder tonight. Aviator fans remember that Benjamin ran into the wall earlier in the season. Seems to be all right now. Thank you. And the Aviators have something going, first and second, nobody out. Benjamin hitting .294, squares to bunt, gets it down the right-hand side, runs into the tag, but moves the runners up and does the job. So that brings up Townsend. Runners at second and third. One out. Good chance to take advantage of some things here. Townsend takes the first pitch, ball high. Townsend hitting .241 on the season. Also pitches some. Very versatile athlete. And the wind and the pitch. Ball's outside. 2-0. And the pitch. Taken for strike one on the inner half, 2-1. Townsend still ahead in the count. Still afford to look for something right here. Something he can drive. And a 2-1. Swung on. Left field. Left fielder has called for it. And Kennedy holds at third. Fantastic throw from the first baseman. So Townsend flies out to left field. And that's out number 2. That brings up Sutherland. Struck out and flew out to center field in his first 2 previous at-bats. And 2 down, second and third. And the pitch. Ball's out. Sutherland hitting .242. And the 1-0. In the dirt, Ball gets away from the catcher, wild pitch, and Kennedy will score, and the runners move up. So that's a free one that the Broncos have given the Aviators, so that brings the score to 5-3. Two and 0 on Sutherland. Swung on and popped up. Second baseman calls it. Shortstop calls him off and makes the catch. And after 5, Dorado. All right, we're back. Moving to the top of the 6th. Aviators still down 5-3 to the El Dorado Broncos. Green's going to lead it off for the Broncos. 1 for 2 tonight. Green hitting .333 for the season. Takes the first pitch high and away. Ball 1. And the pitch. Low for ball 2. 2-0. Pretty good pitch there, just missed low. Ball 3. 3 straight balls. Petty. You got to wonder if he's getting a little fatigued out there with the heat. And now 3-1. Taken all the way. Here's a 3-1. Grounded to second baseman, over to first for out number 1. It's a good save by Petty to get that leadoff guy. This brings up Maxie. Maxie's catching tonight, and he's 1 for 2. And the pitch. High and away. Ball 1. And a swing and a miss brings the count to even 1-1. Maxie singled in the 4th. Swing and a foul down the right hand side. 1-2. Just about as perfect a night for baseball as you could get. Light breeze. And a swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout. That's 2 outs. Again, Petty very effective getting the first 2 hitters of the inning. He's going to break up Jacobson. Jacobson 1 for 2 tonight. Jacobson playing right field. Jacobson doubled in the 4th. Part of that big inning where the Aviators gave up 3. Here's a 1-0 fouled to the right side. Everyone giving chase, and nobody could catch up to it. So the count is even, 1-1. 2 outs here in the 6th. Aviators down to the Broncos 5-3. And the 1-1. Low for a ball. I'm not sure that one made it to the dirt. Two and 1 now to Jacobson. Here's the pitch. Ball inside. 3-1. 2 down on the 6th. Jacobson, the 8-hole batter. And here's the 3-1. Ball high, and he walked him. 2 down here in the 6th. This brings up Webb. Webb playing left field tonight. It's 0 for 2. Grounded out and struck out. And the pitch. Ball's up, way up. Seems like Petty has lost a little bit of his command, and the Aviator manager is going to go out and visit. For all you golf fans out there, it appears that Dustin Johnson has won the United States Open, and it's been a long time coming for Mr. Johnson. So congratulations to Dustin Johnson for winning the United States Open today in Pittsburgh. Looks like the Aviator skipper is going to discuss it. We've got action in the Aviator bullpen, and we'll see what they come up with. Webb not a real strong hitter, only hitting a .182 on the season. So maybe we can try to get at least one more hitter out of Petty and get out of this inning. And Coach Gilbreth goes back to the dugout, and we're back to live action. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. Broncos ahead 5-3 in the 6th. And the 1-0 for a call strike. 1-1. Ball outside, looked like delayed steal, and Jacobson gets in there easily. Well executed delayed steal, so that puts Jacobson in scoring position here in the 6th. 1-2 on Webb. Just one pitch away from getting out of this thing. Nobody really holding Jacobson. And the stretch. Here's the 1-2. Ball's in the dirt, smothered by Smoot. Good job of keeping the ball in front of him. Kept the runner at second base. Counts even, 2-2. Still one pitch away from getting out of it. Like to see Petty get out of this thing. And the stretch. Checking the runner. And the pitch. Swung on foul. Count holds 2-2. Webb has been pretty much an everyday player most of the season. Has about 45, 46 at bats. So he's been a regular. Looks like he's broken his bat and he's going to try a new one. Now we're back to live. Still count holds 2-2. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Aviators down 5-3. Broncos with a runner at second. And the pitch. Swung on, driven to right field. Right fielder's under it and has it for the 3rd out. At the end of 5.5, 5-3 Broncos. Haysville, Kansas for Aviator Baseball. Going to the bottom of the 6th against the El Dorado Broncos. Aviators down 5-3.
Pitcher for the Broncos from Newman, number 14, Joe Kennedy.
Broncos have a new pitcher, Joe Kennedy, out of Newman University. Bonnie's going to lead it off. He's a right fielder, made the last out. And the pitch. In there for a call strike 1 off speed pitch. Looks like always good to be successful with the soft stuff early. So here's the 0-1. Fastball low, foul straight back, 1-1. Bonnie in limited appearances is batting about .538. And the 1-1 is in there for a call strike 2. 1-2. And a 1-2 pitch is driven to right center. Center fielder coming on. Makes a diving catch for out number 1. Great catch by Tyler Webb. A good jump on the ball, good route. Laid completely out to make the catch. This brings up Garbella, the third baseman. Had a busy night tonight. 2 for 2 with a home run that I think is still going. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Fastball 0-1. Giovanni hitting .321 on the young season. Here's the pitch. It's up high for ball 1. Giovanni playing third base tonight. Been really busy. And the pitch swung on, off-speed pitch, 1-2. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Haysville down to El Dorado 5-3. And the 1-2. Inside for ball 2, 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch is in the dirt, swung on by Garbella and thrown out at first base for out number 2. This brings up Smoot, the catcher. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Smoot hitting .355. Catching tonight. Good job being a backstop back there. Takes first pitch low, strike 1. I say low, but I guess it must have caught the bottom part of the zone. 0-1. Taken for a ball. 1-1. Here's a 1-1 low. 2-1. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 2-1. And Ryan takes that one high for ball 3. 3-1. Smoot's in the driver's seat. 0 for 1 today with a single and a strikeout. And swung on and fouled straight back. So that brings the count to full. Bottom of the 6th. And here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on to the shortstop, over to first, in time for the out. And the Aviators go in order. No runs. The bottom after 6. Broncos 5, Aviators 3.
And now pitching for the Aviators from Northeast Texas Community College, number 3, John Gillette.
Back to Vulcan Field, live from Haysville, Kansas. Aviator baseball. Going to the 7th. Aviators down 5-3. It's getting a little dire here. New pitcher for the Aviators. John Gillette comes in to work the 7th. Leading off the 7th here for the Broncos, Mike Leal. Scored a run on the 1st. Takes the first pitch for a strike. This is Gillette's first appearance of the season for the Aviators, a lefty, and gets Leal to swing at the second pitch for strike 2. And the 0-2. Outside for ball 1. Leal 1 for 3, a single and a run scored. And offers at a 1-2 pitch for strike 3. So Leal strikes out to lead off the inning. That brings up Ware. Ware's 0 for 2, hitting .325 on the season. And the offering from Gillette is high and away for ball 1. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Ball low, 2-0. Gillette's one of those pitchers that goes out of the stretch even though there is nobody on. That's just the way he does business. And here's the 2-0. Called strike 1. 2-1. Gillette, a left-hander out of Northeast Texas Community College in Bryan, Texas, and brings the count to 3-1. And a stretch in the deal, ball 4 high. So Gillette gets the first hitter with a strikeout and walks the next one. One out here in the 7th. Brings up Sutherland. Three for 3, 2 singles and a double. Ware gets his lead and he deals high. Ball 1. And the 1-0. Ware has a great lead, and Gillette's going to check him. Throws to first. Not as big a lead now. Seems to be inching off a little bit more. And another throw to first. Doesn't have any stolen bases on the season. 1-0 is down there for a ball 2. 2-0. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Sutherland swinging a hot bat tonight, 3 for 3. Ware with another big lead. Swung on, base hit to left field, so that'll be first and second. 1 out here in the 7th. That brings up Vaughn. Vaughn's 1 for 3 today. Single, fly out, and a strikeout. Takes the first pitch high and ball 1. Action in the Aviator bullpen. Number 14, Jordy Henry's getting loose. And the 1-0. Low, ball 2. 2-0. Smoot's going to go out and talk to Gillette a little bit. Probably give Henry a little more time to get loose. Conversation over. And the 2-0 offering. Taken for strike 1, right down the middle. 2-1, probably taken all the way. And here's the 2-1. Swung on and popped up. Right fielder's under it. Makes the catch. Runners hold. So we have 2 outs now on the top of the 7th.
Up next for the Broncos, number 1, Colsing.
This brings up Colsing. Colsing's 1 for 3 today. He struck out and had a single and flew out earlier. Also scored a run in the 4th. And the offering. Low for ball 1. Hitting .229 on the season. 1-0. Outside for ball 2. Colsing thought about offering but held up. And your 2-0. Ball 3 high. Gillette really struggling tonight, working very, very slowly, which is something that your defense doesn't like, but that appears to be how he does it. Let's see if he can work out of this. Here's your 3-0. And he steps off, chases a runner back. And we'll set it up again. 3-0 is taken for strike one. 3-1. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Runners at first and second. Broncos ahead of the Aviators 5-3. And Gillette steps off towards second base, chases the runner back, and we'll set up and try it again. First and second, 2 outs. And the pitch. Runner's going. Swung on. Driven to center field. Center fielder's under it for out number 3. So the Aviators get out of it. No runs. And after 6.5, 5-3 Broncos. Seventh inning stretch, and we're finishing up the song. Bottom of 7th here in Haysville. Aviators down 5-3. Konowinski's going to lead it off here in the 7th. Flew out and struck out earlier. And he takes first pitch for a strike. Konowinski bats from the left side. And the pitch. Swung on, strike 2. Ball was clearly in the dirt. Definitely fooled him on that one. Konowinski hitting .267 on the season. And you're 0-2. Ball's in the dirt. Nothing doing. 1-2. And a 1-2's outside for ball 2. 2-2. And that makes ball 3. We have a new pitcher for El Dorado, Joe Canaday. And the 3-2 is fouled straight back, out of play. Canaday with 9.3 innings pitched on the season has a .579 ERA. So he's definitely had his struggles. We'll see if the Aviators can take advantage of that. Now we got the full count pitch again. All swung on, driven to left center. Nobody's going to get it. It's going to be in the hole. So Konowinski's going to start out the inning with a double. This brings up number 12, Chad Kennedy, the left fielder. 1 for 2 on the night. Pinch running for the Aviators, number 11, David Groves. It's an opportunity for Kennedy to drive in another run. Takes first pitch for strike one. Kennedy hitting .344 on the season. And swings at the second pitch for strike two. Ball was out of the zone, so 0-2 here, Kennedy on defense. 1 for 2 today. And he fouls the offering off, so count holds 0-2. So here's the 0-2. Swung on. Ground to the shortstop who goes to third. Groves is thrown out at third base. So Kennedy on with the fielder's choice, and that's out number 2. Alright, brings up Lambert. Attempts to bunt on the first pitch, fouls it off. 0-1. Lambert 1 for 1 today. A walk and a single. Swing, broken bat. Back to the pitcher. Attempt to go to second, wild throw, back to first, not in time. So Lambert's going to have a fielder's choice and be on. First and second, 1 out for the Aviators. Okay, top of the order, Evan Benjamin, your center fielder. Oh for 2 today, flown out twice and a sac bunt. Runners first and second, 1 out. Bottom of 7. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Here's your 0-1. Attempts to bunt. Pulls it back, nothing doing, 1-1. And your 1-1 pitch is foul down the right hand side, 1-2. One-two pitch, runner in scoring position, second base. That'd be Kennedy. Be good to get it to at least 5-4. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to second. Second for 1. Wasn't hit hard enough for 2, so that forces Lambert out at second base. And Benjamin is on with a fielder's choice. Kennedy goes to second. Or excuse me, Kennedy goes to third. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Runners at first and third. So that brings up Townsend. It's first pitch low for ball 1. Townsend catching tonight. Townsend 1 for 3 with a single and a strikeout and a flyout. Swings and misses. It evens the count 1-1. Aviators got a chance to get one back here if we can get a hit out of Townsend. Ball high. Brings the count to 2-1. 2 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Aviators down 5-3 to the El Dorado Broncos. And the pitch low for ball 2. Excuse me, ball 3. 3-1. Good count for Townsend. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled. Appears to have fouled it off his foot. So that brings the count to full 3-2. Catcher wants to go talk about it. Maxie going to go talk to candidate for a second. The conversation's over. Maxie retreats. And the count is full. Swung on. Grounded to the first baseman, steps on the bag for out number 3. So the Aviators strand a couple. And the score remains 5-3 El Dorado. All right, we're back. Live from Vulcan Field in Haysville, Kansas. We go to the top of the 8th. Aviators still trail El Dorado 5-3.
Starting off the inning for the Broncos, number 15, Green.
Green's going to lead it off. Green's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a walk and a ground out. Hitting in the neighborhood of 300. Gillette back out for his second inning of work. Gillette would like to get his ball to strike ratio a little bit better. Right now it's 12-9. 9 strikes, 12 balls. That's something that we going to have a hard time living with if we don't right the ship a little bit. So here's the pitch. Ball's high. 1-0. Green hitting 6-hole tonight takes a strike on the outer half, brings the count to 1-1. And here's a 1-1 here in the top of the 8th. Leadoff hitter Green. Swung on and cued to first baseman, who steps on the bag unassisted. So we got the leadoff man out. 1 down. That's going to bring up Maxey. One down here in the top of the 8th. And the first pitch to Maxey is foul straight back. 0-1. Maxey 1 for 3. Got on with an error and a single, and he's also struck out tonight. So here's the 0-1 offering. Swung on to the second baseman. Over to first in time for the out. So 2 up, 2 down for the Aviators here in the 8th. That brings up Jacobson. Jacobson hitting in the 8th spot tonight. Gillette seems to have a little more command to this inning. Jacobson 1 for 2, offers to bunt at the first pitch. Foul. So that brings the count to 0-1 on Jacobson. Jacobson hitting about 143 for the season. And the pitch. Curveball grounded to third. Garbella over to first is wide, and Jacobson is going to go to second. So we have an error on the third baseman with 2 outs. So Jackson will reach on an error. And that brings up the 9-hole hitter, Tyler Webb. 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Aviators down to the Broncos 5-3. Webb hitting 182 coming into the day. 0 for 3. Runner at second, he checks him. And Webb calls timeout. Gillette was taking just a little bit too much time, so we're going to reset it and try it again. Gillette does have a tendency to work slow, so that can be good at freezing runners, but it also freezes your fielders. So it's kind of a situation you have to evaluate. And the pitch to Webb. Ball high. 1-0, 2 down here in the 8th. And here's the 1-0 offering to Webb. In there for a call strike. Brings the count even, 1-1. And the 1-1 offering. Taken high for ball 2. 2-1. Looks like a little bit of a release point issue for Gillette. Hopefully we can get that hammered out. And here's the 2-1. And he steps off and throws to second. It looked like the Aviators had a play on. Runner's back in there safely. That'd be Jacobson. Looks like he was off a little bit too far for Gillette's liking, and he tried to pick him. So the 2-1 here. 2 outs in the 8th. And the pitch. Just missed outside. 3-1. Got to get in that strike mentality early. Might have gotten that pitch if we'd have been around the plate more. Anyway, 3-1. 3-1. Here we go. And ball low, and he'll walk him. So walking the 9-hole hitter is not a good idea, but we're going to do it anyway with 2 outs, first and second. So we're going to go to the top of the order with Mike Leal. Runners at first and second with 2 out. Leal 1 for 4 today. And the pitch. Ball high. 1-0. Gillette has improved his ball to strike ratio, and that's taken for a strike 1-1. 18 balls, 16 strikes now, or 17 strikes, so we're getting a little bit better with the ball to strike ratio, so there is improvement here. 2 down, 1 pitch from getting out of it. 1 pitch away. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. And here's a 1-2. Time to make a quality pitch. Ball high. 2-2. Leal 1 for 4. Scored a run on the first. And Gillette steps off. Keeps the runner close. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he got out of it. So despite getting 2 runs, the Aviators get out of it. Score remains going to the bottom of the 8th. Aviators 3, Broncos 5.
Are you ready?
All right, we're back. Haysville, Kansas, bottom of the 8th, Aviator baseball. Aviators down 5-3 to the Broncos. A new pitcher for the Broncos. Number 17, Tyler Harper. Had about 8 innings of action. ERA of 2.08. Looks to be their closer or setup guy. And the first pitch is fouled off straight back. Ball, strike one. Sutherland leading it off. 0 for 3 today. And he's in the hole 0-2. Sutherland, your designated hitter. Out of Sam Houston State. Here's the 0-2. Ball outside. Off-speed pitch. Nothing biting. Sutherland hitting 242 on the year. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, driven to right center field. Right fielder's on his horse. He's not going to get there. Sutherland's on his way to second, and he will get there easily standing up. So a leadoff double for Sutherland to get things going here in the bottom of the 8th. It brings up Bonnie. Harper has an ERA of 2.08. So he's certainly a little on the stingy side on the runs given category. Here's the pitch, in there for a strike. Boney 1 for 3. Scored a run in the 3rd. Swinging a very hot bat. Hitting .588 on about 15 plate appearances. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled to the right-hand side. 0-2. Be a good time to do the job. Get something on the right-hand side. Maybe get Sutherland over to third so we can get him in on a sac fly. Here's the 0-2 offering. Nobody really swung on. Shortstop over to first in time for the out. Sutherland has to stay put. So that brings up Garbella, 1 out in the inning. Aviators down 5-3, bottom of the 8th. Sutherland at second base on a leadoff double. Garbella hit .321 on the season. It's 2 for 3 tonight with a home run. And takes ball 1 high. Garbella hit a moonshot earlier in the game. Somewhere north of 63rd Street. Takes a called strike 1. And here's a 1-1 offering. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. And he swings through an off-speed pitch, 1-2. Appear to be And he swings through strike 3 off speed. 2 off speed pitches in a row. So that makes 2 outs here in the 8th. It's going to bring up Smoot. Nobody really taken a whole lot of attention to Sutherland. I wouldn't be surprised if he wouldn't try to run here. Just try to get something going. Here's Smoot hitting .355 on the season. 1 for 3 today. Smoot catching tonight. And he takes the first pitch for a called strike. 0-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Aviators down 5-3. Off-speed pitch is in there for strike 2. He's in the hole 0-2 now. Good 2-strike hitter, Ryan Smoot. And Ryan steps out, taking too much time. Little gamesmanship there. Now we're going to reset at 0-2 pitch coming. Here's the pitch. There's a hit to right field, and Sutherland will score. Smoot does a great job of defensive hitting, goes the other way with the pitch, and dumps it into right field. Sutherland scores. That brings the score to 5-4 Broncos. All right, there's a pitch. Tyler Durna is now in, hitting .333 on the season. Very limited plate appearances. Cal San Diego product. Here's the 1-0, low in the dirt. It's 3-0 actually. Runner at first, 2 outs. Bottom 8. Aviators cut it to 5-4. Check of the runner and the offering. Ball's up. That makes 3-0. Aviators seem to be getting to Drake Harper a little bit today in this inning. And ball's up and in. Ball 4. I think it hit him. It did hit him. Umpires are getting in between them. Appears to be some looks back and forth. Looked like a fastball that just got away from him. So first and second, 2 out, brings up Kennedy. El Dorado coach is out to the mound to talk about it. It's been a good time to talk to you a little bit about the upcoming games. On the 21st, we have Derby at home. That's this coming Tuesday. And the 22nd, 23rd, we're at Derby at 7 o'clock. So, good time to check out your Aviators. All right, brings up Kennedy. Takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Kennedy's 1 for 3 today with a ground out, single, and fielder's choice. Hitting 344 on the season. Been swinging a real hot bat lately. Takes pitch down low for a ball. It's 1-1. Aviators have runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Down 5-4 to the Broncos. And here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Here's a 1-2. Pitch is driven to center field. Center fielder's under it and makes the catch for out number 3. So the Aviators get one back. Strand 2, pull the lead to 5-4 Broncos after 8. What's it say? Oh. I don't know what that means, but I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, we're back live. Haysville, Kansas, Fulton Field. Going to the top of the 9th. Aviators down 5-4 to El Dorado. New pitcher for the Aviators, Jordy Henry. Big right-hander out of Wayland Baptist University.
Now batting for the Broncos, number 9, Reese
Ware's going to lead it off. He's 0 for 2 today. A sack bunt, and a fly out, and a ground out, a walk. Ware hitting 324 coming into today. Takes first pitch for a ball. Second pitch is driven through the hole on the left side for a base hit. That's Grant's first base hit of the season, or of the night. It's a leadoff man off. Brings up Sutherland. Nobody out here in the 9th, runner at first. Sutherland batting from the left side. Swings through the first pitch for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 offering. A little wide for ball one. Here's a 1-1. Sutherland, left fielder tonight. Foul straight back. 1-2. And the 1-2 in the dirt. Runners off. And he is out at second base. That'd be a caught stealing for Ware. Smoot throws him out. One away. So the 2-2. Ball is popped up. Shortstop going back. Left fielder coming in. Shortstop calls it and makes the catch for out number 2. That's going to bring up Vaughn. Two out here in the top of the ninth. And the offer. He swings through an off-speed pitch, 0-1. Vaughn 1 for 4 today. Fly out, struck out, single. And the delivery from Henry is down low and swung on. So Vaughn is in the hole, 0-2. Here's the wind from Henry and the delivery, and ball's in the dirt, 1-2. Nothing doing out of Vaughn on that pitch. Henry set. Here's the 1-2. And off-speed pitch down low, and he swings through it, and that's out number 3. So the Aviators get out of it. So we go to the bottom of the ninth, down 1. 5-4 Broncos. Okay, we're back. Bottom of the ninth, Haysville, Kansas. Aviators last chance, down 1, 5-4 to the Dorado Broncos. New pitcher for the Broncos, Quimby, number 21. He has 5 innings of work this year, has yet to give up an earned run. Lambert's going to start it off from the left side. And the offering from Quimby is high for ball 1. Lambert's 2 for 2 tonight. And he takes a fastball for strike 1. Lambert steps out. Felt a little rush there, I think. Lambert, a good hands guy in the middle. Hitting 200. And the offering. Grounds back to the pitcher, over to first, in time for out number 1. And we go to the top of the order. Evian Benjamin, your center fielder. And Quimby hits a sign and delivers. Ball low. Benjamin hitting 294. He's 0 for 3 today. Good contact guy, good speed. Top of the order. Here's your 1-0. Foul straight back, 1-1. Coming up on 2 hours and 40 minutes here for this game. And the 1-1. High and away, ball 2. And the 2-1 offering from Quimby. Off-speed pitch, catches the outside corner, evens the count 2-2. And the pitch, foul straight back. Benjamin's still alive, 2-2. Benjamin out of Sam Houston State University in Houston. And the 2-2. Ball swung on, driven to center. Center fielder circling and has it for out number 2. So the Aviators are down to their last out. This is going to bring up Townsend. Townsend out of Northwestern State University steps up from the left side. And the delivery from Quimby. Off-speed pitch inside for ball 1. Townsend's 1 for 4 today. And here's the 1-0. Fastball, driven to center field. Center fielder is under it and makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Broncos hold on for a 5-4 victory. Next game up will be Tuesday, right here. We'll have the Derby Twins in here. So your final score from Vulcan Field in Haysville: El Dorado Broncos 5, Aviators 4. Thanks for joining us. Good night.